Hi everybody, this is my tour review of my new Honda Lawn Mower. It's a HRR216VKA, and I've only used it once, but it's it's a really good lawnmower because the drive is a lot faster, and the drive is also very comfortable to use. It's got these padded handle grips, and then the handle also has the padded grips, and what I really like about it is you don't have to use any like grass chutes or plugs. You just you can see the door moving in there. But I just moved it with this clip director thing that Honda has on their mowers. But it's really light too. It's a lot lighter than my old Craftsman lawnmower. But I got the steel deck because the Nexlite deck is like a plastic composite, but the steel deck was lighter and less expensive. But yeah, like the fuel tank holds like about a gallon of fuel, I think. So it would probably last for a month for what we have to mow. And then it has a fuel shut-off valve. And then what I really like about it is it has a drain plug on the bottom. So then you can shut off the fuel and drain the carburetor bowl. And if you wanted to, you could do that, or you could just shut off the fuel valve and run it till it dies, so that in the winter you don't have to drain the fuel tank or something, because then there's no fuel in the carburetor that will go bad, and then you have problems in the spring when you go to use it. But and then the only thing is with this one, it has each wheel you have to adjust separately, so there's not like one adjuster lever for the height, but right now it's set at about 3 inches, I think. And then it's really easy to pull over. And then you have to it has a dead man switch, which is this lever right here. But you have to have this back when you want to pull it, or you can't because it doesn't turn on the ignition system. But what I really like about it is that it has toolless handle adjustment. And it folds down, but it's on the high position right now. But then it has these little levers here that you just click in place, and then now it's lower. But you don't have to have any tools for it. It's just these two little spring-loaded levers that you do, and then you fold it down, and it takes up basically no space, because on our old mower, when it was folded down, it was a 2-piece handle, but this one is a 1-piece handle, so it doesn't have the extra piece right here that you use knobs for to take apart. This one you fold down, and it goes down the whole handle goes down, and you can put it away wherever you look. But then when you fold it back up, you have to hold this when you get resistance, so it's right about there, and then you go here. And then fold it back up, and it's good to go. But yeah, and then for the engine, you use the Honda oil, because it can't remember, it's like 5W30 or something they use. You can use 10W30, but it's not as easy starting for these engines. And these have overhead cam, like the Honda engines in the cars, and these have a timing belt rather than like gears to time it, like a Briggs & Stratton engine. But yeah, it holds a lot of fuel. It's pretty quiet. I can't do a demo of it today because it's raining, because we have Tropical Storm Andrea coming through. But yeah, it's really light. Like, I can pick it up with one hand with basically no problems. But yeah, I do recommend these lawnmowers. And what's another nice thing, the handle, or it's the Smartdrive System is what Honda calls it. But the handle, there's different heights, so you can start it at different heights. So like right now it's at like the second adjustment, and then you push this, go down, and then it goes down even farther, and then it's so you don't, I guess it's so you don't like speed it up, because I was used to our old lawnmower being not very sensitive for the drive, so it was kind of I don't know, like, it was very fast and it would run away from me because I was sensitive to my old one not being, like, as sensitive. So, like, you pull it back all the way and it would not go very fast. But, like, this one, you only have to push it down a little bit and it goes pretty fast. I'll show you the handle. Here's the handle here. It's got like these padded grips, like I said, but there's 5 positions, I believe. You pull that little lever there, and like that's what first position. That's second position. This is the third position, which I personally like. Then there's the 4th position, and the 5th position, which is like you have to push it back pretty far to get it to go fast, but. Yeah, I keep it on the, about right there, yeah. But yeah, and then there's the blade control sign here. You have to pull this back to start it, like I said. And then this is that clip director system. You pull this back and to bag there. Or you can do like a mix of like mulching and bagging. Like, I believe if you have it a little bit like there, like just past the mulch setting, when you're picking up leaves or something in your yard, you put the bag on right here, but you can see that door. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a door in there that opens and closes depending on where you have it. Like in the bag setting, it's all the way open, but in the mulch setting, it's all the way closed, and it keeps the clippings under the deck. But if it's a little bit past mulch, not like in the full mulch position, it keeps the leaves under there longer, and then it fills the bag slower. So then once the leaves are really small, they go in the bag, and then it fills the bag, and then it's smaller particles. So like if you put it in your compost pile or compost bin, they decompose quicker, and then there's not so many clumps of leaves in your soil if you let it go long enough. But and then like in the full bag position, you put it there and then put the bag on it. And then to discharge, there's no discharge on it, so you just close the back door, and then it blows it out the bottom. But kind of get covered with grass clippings. I personally don't really like that system, but you kind of get covered with grass clippings, like your feet do, because it's kind of blowing them right out at your feet. But if you stand farther back, it's not as bad, but it's okay. But yeah, and then here's the gas tank filler cap, and you can see in there the red ring around the top is like a thing to tell you how much fuel is in there. And then like with the car, it's basically the same thing like with a car, except that you click the gas cap. This one you just click once or twice, and then it's sealed up. And this has the auto choke, so you don't have to choke it, like manually choke it. It just automatically chokes the engine to the right amount. If it's like warm, then it doesn't choke as much, and if it was cold. Then it's got the GCV160 engine and easy start. Then here's the air filter. It's a pleated paper filter rather than a foam filter, so those kind of filter better, because if like the foam filter has deteriorated, it kind of lets more dirt in. But yeah, and then like in the bag position, this is the bag for it here. And what I like about this bag is when it's on the mower, it doesn't drag when you turn around. Like I can show you here. Like when you turn around, it doesn't drag on the ground because it sits really high on the mower. And it's really easy to put in. There's just two little clips where it goes. So you can see it sits really high, and then when you're turning, you know how you like pick up the, like push down on the handle and swing around, but it doesn't drag. Like most other lawnmowers, the bag sits really low, and then you end up wearing a hole in the bottom of your bag because it's dragging on the ground when you turn. But yeah, and there's just two little things clips that you put in, and it's got a nice big handle on it, so it's easy to move around. But yeah, I overall think it's a really good mower, and I definitely recommend it. Like I said, it's extremely light, so you can move it around. It only takes 2 people to move, like pick up into a car or something, or a pickup truck. But yeah, I think it's a really good lawnmower, and I do recommend it. So if you are going to buy one, if you're thinking about getting another brand, I highly suggest you get this Honda mower from Home Depot, or you can go to like a John Deere dealer. I believe they have them too. But yeah, you won't be sorry for paying more money, because this one is very high quality and it'll last a long time. So if you have any questions about it, feel free to post your comments below this video. And anyways, have a good day. Bye.